Hello everybody, we are now past the midterm time. Congratulations, you guys made it through that. And now we're heading towards the material for the final, and that's going to be for week 7 through 12. And for week 7, there's just one lesson plan. I didn't make it 2 lesson plans this week. Most of the weeks are only one lesson plan. That's right, yes, it's just this one week 8, there's 2 lesson plans. But for week 7, there's one. It's right after the midterm, so I thought you guys will be exhausted and not want to handle 2 this week. The topic is ethics and religion. So to start off here, you need to make sure you check your email. I've responded to every student about their midterm. I think there was 1 or 2 sites that didn't open. I've emailed you 1 or 2 times about it. So if that applies to you and you haven't heard from me, then make sure you write me back. But most of you, if not all of you, have written me and have done very well. So the research is here. For your midterm, I asked you to propose what your project would be. So at this stage now, for week 7 through 12, you'd be working on it. And some of you have decided to go to the Museum of Tolerance. And make sure you take pictures of yourself there. Many of you decided to either do an ethics topic or an ethical philosopher. And I did supply, if you chose an ethics philosopher, I did supply you with some options. I gave you their reading, their films, and so let's look at that real quick. If you click on research, it's taking a little bit of time. I didn't want to utilize too much time, but for the ethical theorists, if you see here, I've given you the material necessary to complete the research on all of those. So those are all good to go if you wanted to choose that. And then ethics topics, many of you ran by options for me to approve, and I did. Okay, so for lesson plan 8, it's ethics and religion. You click here, the required reading, it's BBC website. If you open up the website on, for instance, Buddhism, you ignore everything but focus just on ethics, and then you read what their different positions are on those topics. And you do for each of these religions here. So Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and focusing just on ethics. The films, I tried to make sure your film watching was not over 30 minutes. That seems to be the length of people's attention span generally. So the Dalai Lama, he's got some interesting things to say. A Hindu priest being interviewed on ethics. A look at Catholic ethics, and specifically focusing on sexuality. Mother Teresa and PBS on Jewish ethics. And then a student of mine created a film on religion and ethics that I thought was pretty good. It's 3 minutes. It's a shorter one, but it's really done well. And if you go to the post question for this week, you'll see that to discuss, it's a pretty simple post question. It's of the 7 religions you've examined other than your own, which one stands out to you as an ethical inspiration, and discuss some of these religions' positions and how it's impacted you. So pretty simple there. The exam question is ready to go with the 4 bullets, okay? And it's kind of hard because there's the various religions with the various topics, so how to handle it. And so I set it up this way for you guys to handle. And so that should be pretty clear to you. And the lesson plan should take about 3 hours. Now remember, if this class was taught on campus, because it's a 12-week class, it would be 4.5 campus hours. And then in addition to that, schoolwork. So the class, when I say there's 3 hours of assignment time, it's pretty reasonable considering the 4.5 you're not coming to campus for. And also, I'm not including exam time. The exam question should take about an hour. So if you added the 3 plus 1, obviously you're getting 4 hours for week 7. Okay, thank you very much for listening, and I hope this helped you give you direction for week 7. Bye-bye.